Hi everyone, Lisa here from Forest City Stitching. I hope everyone has had a good week and good weekend. I'm actually ahead of the game. It's only 7 o'clock here and I am doing my Flosstube video, so happy about that. My son wasn't feeling 100% today, so a little cranky, and we decided to get him to bed early. Been fighting a cold for most of the week, but yeah, I went right off to sleep, so that's good. What I did today, not too much. I did try to get a long run in this morning, but it was very icy and flooded on the paths that we run. So I only made it 7.79K instead of 16K. So that's a little bit disappointing for my first long run of the year, but at least I tried. But yeah, wasn't good conditions. We had ice storms warnings for the area most of last night, which we didn't really get here, but yesterday it rained and rained and rained and rained all day. It was like 10 degrees Celsius here yesterday, so it was really warm, and then rained all day, and then so it did freeze overnight, and then so everything was just like a skating rink this morning. And then because of the amount of rain, a lot of flooding along the river. So yeah, so fun times. But yeah, nothing much other than doing some errands. Had to do a quick work thing late this afternoon, but I had some associates helping out at a bridal expo, and that all went well. So that's good because we were a little bit worried about the weather. So yeah, that is my exciting weekend. Didn't get as much stitching in as I would have liked. Worked on a few things yesterday, but yeah, this week I did start running group again, and there's a lot to the marathon training, which I'm not used to because I'm used to only doing halves, and yeah, so not a lot done. And also training a new girl at work to kind of help me out a little bit, so that'll be good, but still training is hard, so because that takes away from me being able to get work done in the time frame I'm at work. So eventually it'll all come together. Haul. So again, working on Stitch from Stash. So not a lot of haul. I have ordered a couple things from a Stash Unload site, which I just did this week. So I need to get some finishes to kind of make up for that. But I did have the number 4, right, in the Country Cottage Needlework Snow Village come. So this was the auto ship program I had signed up for. So I did have that come. So that's Peppermint Parlor. I'm still not even done the first one, but hopefully I'll work on it next week. Thank you to all my subscribers. Greatly appreciate it. A lot of comments this week, so thank you for that. I appreciate that. I also appreciate the interest in the hashtag Clemsel that I'm going to be doing for my birthday in April with Carly Being Crafty. I had at least one person say that they're going to join along with that, so thank you. So that's the Clementine chart from Plum Street sampler that we're going to do for my birthday in April. So thanks again for all your kind comments, everyone. And I did I had mentioned about the Stitch from Stash. No, rewind. I had mentioned that I was going to pass the stash last week with the Beachy Keen chart from Country Cottage Needlework. And congratulations, Brandy Kamani, for your comments. And yeah, I'd asked what your last beach vacation was, and thank you for those that had entered. And Brandy, you were the winner. Speaking of beach vacation, so my son still talks about when we went to the beach last year, and so I've been messaging the lady back that has the cottage and trying to figure out if we can swing it this year as well. I'd really like to if we can, because it was fun and it was relaxing. And her husband actually passed away this year, and so she's not sure how much longer she's going to keep the cottage for renting it out. She actually lives next door to it. But she said probably at least a couple more years. So I don't know. So we got to do some figuring out about that, because it was quite an expensive cottage, but it was really close to the water. It's a nice cottage. So just need to figure that out. But yeah, we did have a good time. So if we can swing it, then hopefully we can. Gotta get Disney paid for. That's coming up though first. So as far as whips and what I did this week, so Enchanted Stitches Facebook group. So I mentioned last week I'm working on Enchanted Stitches and the Magical Stitches. Yeah, so those two groups, I'm trying to cross things, do the same whips for multiple challenges in the different groups as much as I can. It's a little bit harder than I would like, but again, if I can't do all of the tasks, then that's fine. I'm just going to do what I can do, what I can fit in. Yeah, so you'll see that I only have a few listed from each instead of the 4 for each, because each week each has 4, but I only have like 3, I think, from each, so that I have attempted to do. So the first one for Enchanted Stitches, I worked on Linen and Threads, the new Friends and Family Stitch Along. I actually worked on it today a bit. I do really like how it's coming along. So worked on it a little bit, finished the center part there and started on the side. So that's that one. I think I was just using it for the one challenge there. It is also in my 24 hours of Acrostic challenge too, so double dipping that way. And then I also worked on, Field Mouse Hollow. Sorry, Linen and Threads was for family. The Linen and Threads Family and Friends Stitch Along was for, the task was stitch on a work in progress that you're going to have to put away for a while. So such as a seasonal piece or a stitch along. So if I was fast and I had finished this month, then I would have had to put it away to wait for the next month's installment. So that's why I picked that one. So the next task, or the next task I chose to do, so it was actually number 3, was stitch on shadowy colors. Again, so we're the movie that we're corresponding with is Peter Pan. So the shadowy colors is Wendy had found Peter Pan's shadow and was saving it for her. So for the shadowy colors, and actually this whip kind of crosses both groups. So Field Mouse Hollow, got that back out. So I didn't want to get too much seasonal out, but this actually worked for a couple. And I really like this one, so stitch on shadowy colors. So I've been working on the boot a little bit more. So I got a couple more lines done in the boot. And then also this fit into a challenge for Magical Stitches, where it was stitch on something with human characteristics. So like an animal wearing a hat or something like that. So I also worked on this mouse here and got the dress and apron completely finished. So I was happy with my progress on that. So actually made quite a bit of progress on that piece by using it for 2 different challenges. So that's good. And then the 4th one for Enchanted Stitches was you need to think, to fly, you need to think of magical or wonderful thoughts. So stitch on something that makes you wonderfully happy. And this is a new start. And also one that is, I'm using for Magical Stitches for extra credit, I believe. Yes, bear with me. I'm still trying to get all the lingo down for Magical Stitches. There's a lot going on in that group. So I started this for Magical Stitches extra credit, something that reminds you of a small world. And then I was using it also for enchanted stitches this week for something that makes you wonderfully happy. And so I chose a garden cat. So I think the colors remind me of Small World, as well as this makes me wonderfully happy because of all the colors. I don't know if I'm going to do the top part though. Might just do this part. I don't think I showed this last week. So this was just a piece of fabric, I think it's 14 count Aida, that I just got at Goodwill. And I did throw it in the washer to try to get the creases out. Why would I get an iron out? Because that would make too much sense. But it was pretty badly creased, as you can tell, even though it's been washed once. Yeah, so it's just a gray, I think it's 14 count, but it's kind of shrunk up a little bit. And so this is what I got done so far. It's not making me wonderfully happy to stitch because I've already miscounted a couple times and then have frogged a couple times, but we'll see. So that was that one. So that's a new start. As of, I think I maybe started it after the video last week. Maybe. I don't think it was before the video. Yeah, so the chart's easy to follow. The colors are just very similar, and so I was messing up that way a lot. So that's that for enchanted stitches. Magical stitches, so I showed you Field Moose Hollow, so that was for the first challenge. Second is stitch on something that is outside of your comfort zone. So they're talking about the stretching room in the Haunted Mansion. And so I chose my Endurance Haid because there's like so much confetti in that. Now, so as much as I did stitch on it for that, I haven't got to the 200 required stitches, so it's not gonna count anything, but I did work on it a little tiny bit. Again, it's so hard to tell that I worked on it, but I did. So where the stitches end there, that's the end of the page. So almost done another page, and then that will give me two and a bit pages, but these aren't full pages, obviously, but they're, yeah, not a complete full page, but it is a page. They were partial pages, but they're going to be complete. Whew, I can't talk today. So that was that one. And then another one that I'm going to try to do. Oh, this must have been also for extra credit. All right. Again, trying to keep all this straight. So this is a pattern from just Daily Cross Stitch. So You Are My Sunshine. So I finished the Sunshine Rays today or last night, and then I'm going to work on some of the black as well. So for extra credit, you could stitch on something related to the sun, so that's why I thought that. And then for the fourth task in Magical Stitches for this week is 200 stitches in black, so 310. So this was there before, so if I continue with the words, then hopefully that will count for 200 stitches. So I guess the plan is to work on that tonight. Probably. Yeah, I think I can probably get that done. And then that will count. So yeah, for that. And then the reason why we were working on that for Magical Stitches, I don't know. Pirates are the overtaker workers. They're all over the park. Stitch 20 stitches in black. I don't know. It was just a task. Yeah. And so that also counts towards my January Acrostics, as did the Haid. So that's what I've been working on this week. My temperature tree is still in my purse, so you still haven't seen that, but you're not missing out because I haven't got any leaves on it yet. I haven't even got the branch done for January yet. So much as I said I wasn't going to be behind, I'm already behind on that. So I think that is it. That covers everything I worked on. As I said, I didn't do much during the week, but I did do a lot yesterday, and perhaps I'll get some more stitching in tonight before bed and go from there. All right, well, I hope everyone has a good week. And Brandy, congratulations on your win. I will leave my email address, the Dropbox below, and if you could send me an email with your mailing address, I'd be happy to get that out to the mail. It is very small, so the likelihood of it getting into the mailbox sooner rather than later is better. So send me an email with your address, and happy to get that in the mail. So thanks everyone for watching and subscribing. Greatly appreciate it, and have a good week. Bye.